Party people in the place to be. What's going on? It's me. If it's Sunday, it must be time for yet another edition of Long Overdue Movie Reviews. This Long Overdue Movie Review is Mad Max, the 1979 sci-fi post-apocalyptic classic, which got Mel Gibson on the map. I just watched this movie and I don't know what I exactly watched. The action shots are great. The order that they're in is weird. The story is pedestrian, but they don't exactly even get it right for the time. It's very, very 70s, even though it came out in 79, which means it was probably filmed in 78. But I mean, it's very 70s. It's very like mid 70s. Like it has no 80s-ness to it because it's right on the cusp of the decade. It has no 80s-ness to it. And it's not even 80s, it's not even 70s movie, it's 70s TV movie or 70s TV show. Cheesy all over the place, not necessarily in I wasn't exactly sure what I was even watching until really halfway through the movie, and even then, it still didn't even do the tropes properly, which is weird. Like it was, and it is hard to even make. We'll get into the spoilers in a second. It's hard to even make fun of it because the accents are very thick. Had to throw on closed captioning. The movie is set in a very close post-apocalyptic future, like a couple of years after now, which then is 1979. Um, I don't know if I should have watched this with somebody else as like a riff crew or something like that to make it more enjoyable. But it was a weird experience. I didn't exactly see where the cult like it doesn't like this movie isn't a cult classic. Like there's like 4 or 5 different sequels to this now. So like people thought, yeah, people actually got behind this. And I'm trying to figure out how they earnestly got behind this movie because I couldn't earnestly get behind this movie, really. Spoiler section's coming up. Take my sip before we dip into the spoiler territory here. Mel Gibson plays, I guess, a cop. And here's the thing. Had I not known that he was like a cop, I kind of had to figure that out. I'm like, okay, he's a cop. But like, it doesn't explain anything early on. Like, you just see this guy running down the road and you have to put it together that, okay, post-apocalyptic couple years from now, this guy's running down the road with his chick, causing mayhem on the road, really for no reason. He's a lost cause. They label him something, lost cause, traumatic, something or other. They label him something, and he's just causing all kinds of havoc, like going through tractor trailers, running people over, all this stupid stuff, right? So the cops are trying to chase him down in their cars, and they're having trouble chasing him down, and they build up Max as the interceptor. They build him up. Like the cops are doing all their chasing and they can't get him. And they're still trying. Like they get run down off the road and stuff like that. Their cars flip over, but they still manage to work. And they're going to run him down. And then they call Max. And they're like, all right, Max, we're snafu'd. We're going to need you, pal. And Max comes in and he runs the guy down, or takes the guy in and runs him down. It took a while for us to see him. And I get that. That's, you don't necessarily need to see the main guy too early on in the movie, but there seemed to be pacing issues with this movie all throughout. Like the whole thing ends in Max taking revenge for his wife and son. It took so long to get to the incident that the gang gets to his wife and son that it's like, well, why did it take this long? Like I'm looking at the clock, I'm like, we're like near the end of the movie. Like how much mayhem is he gonna put on them? Like we're near like the very, very end of this movie, like the last 15 minutes of this movie, and they still haven't gotten the wife and kid yet. Like when is that gonna happen so that Max can get his revenge? Like I know that's what's gonna happen because they set it up. This is becoming a Mel Gibson trope. He's got the wife who we see many shots of them falling in love or being in love, and the son there as well. And he's got the whole family life far away from post-apocalyptic world in a trailer somewhere off in like a hill somewhere. He's very family man away from being the cop. And it's like, okay, they're gonna die. Clearly, they're gonna die. The gang that he ran down Knight Rider is the guy's name. He ran down Knight Rider. The gang that he ran down, his gang members are going to come back for revenge, right? But it takes so long to get there. It's an hour and a half movie, and it feels like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm like, why is this movie taking so long? Like, when are we actually going to get to the thing? When are we actually going to get to the? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't peppy. It wasn't paced well. It wasn't. Yeah, and all the action that it had, a lot of action shots, right? A lot of shots where they were doing as best they could in 1979 on probably a low budget Australian movie. But the pacing was weird. How they put the shots was weird. How they put the story together was weird. They end up having to go to some farm somewhere for no reason. And there's a let's face it, cancel me if you want to, a retard in the South, some like an old fashioned retard, like though that kind of guy that they portray in movies in the 70s. He's there, right? And he's a red herring for trouble. He's not really trouble. He's really, there's so many moving parts in this thing that don't really make any sense. And I don't even really want to sit here and talk to you about it for too long. A, because I got a horrendous cough that sneaks up on me whenever I think it's gone. And two, because I'm not sure that this movie even deserves to be talked about for that long. Really, if we're sitting here really being serious about it. I mean, so Max is a cop, and he's got a friend with him, and the gang says that they're going to get back at the friend because, so while the gang is waiting for their buddy's body to be transported to this town, they're tearing up this town, and this guy and his girlfriend see them and tries to sneak off, and they chase him down and beat up the car and beat him up and rape the girl. One of them particularly rapes the girl, and he gets caught, but he gets let off somehow in this post-apocalyptic. There's a court system, and he gets let off somehow because nobody shows up to the court case. How post-apocalyptic really is this then? It's not really like, I get it's a couple years off, so there's still structures in place, but not really, but kind of sorta. So he gets off on a technicality, and then Goose is the sidekick, of course. All sidekicks are named Goose. So Goose, he goes off on him. He's like, you sons of bitches, I'm going to get you. And they're like, nah, copper, bronze, we're going to get you. And they do, and burn him alive. They burn him alive. He's trapped in his car, and he burned him alive. And I guess as a redeeming arc, the guy who does it doesn't want to do it, but he's forced to do it by the new leader of the gang, and he doesn't want to do it, but the match that he has in his hand burns his fingers, so he ends up burning him. What was that for? He was gonna die anyway. So anyway, that sets Mad Max. He gets mad. He says he's gonna quit. Not enough to go after him, but enough to quit. Takes his wife and kid out to the country somewhere where again they run into this gang. And Max is running back and forth trying to find him because he hears screaming off in the distance. And every time he hears screaming off in the distance, he goes to go find his wife, but she's in the wrong location until he finally finds her as she's run down in the middle of the road by the gang. And the kid is completely dead. So now Mad Max is finally, about an hour and 80 minutes into this, or 80 minutes into this movie, Mad Max is finally going to get back into the saddle and finally going to go after this gang. By the way, the whole gang gone. There's only like 2 or 3 members that he actually gets revenge on. Right? There's somebody who's a decoy for him, and he's still such a good guy that he stops for the decoy, and that's where he's trapped by the gang, and they shoot his leg out and run over his arm. Rather than killing Max, the leader's like, don't play with him. He's like, I know what I'm doing. And he revs up, and he's going to run down Max. And Max gets his gun that got knocked out of his hand, even though he could have reached for it realistically before he got his arm run over. But reaches for the gun and shoots the guy off the motorcycle. The decoy, she runs off, so we don't get to see him or her ever again. And then the leader is looking at Max, and rather than like try to run him down or something like that, he takes off. I'm like, why did he take off? Like, okay, Max has got the gun. All right, maybe because Max has got the gun and he thinks Max is going to shoot him. Okay, so he takes off, and Max is chasing him, and he's right there on his bumper, and I'm like, okay, he's going to run him down now in the middle of the street. Except he doesn't. The movie makes it so that a truck that's coming in the opposite direction runs over the guy instead of Max. And it's like, what kind of half-ass retribution bullshit is that? The guy killed his son, and damn near killed his wife, who in the hospital, they basically said they were going to sell her off for parts. Like, how did the movie not movie and let him get the revenge on the guy? He's such a good guy that he can't do it? That's stupid, because 5 minutes later, he does do it to the guy that rapes the kid and gets off. He does do it to the guy that rapes the little girl, or the chick, and gets off on the technicality. He burns him the same way he burned Ghost. So what are we doing? What is this movie? I don't understand what this movie is. I don't understand how this movie has like 87 sequels behind it after all these years. I don't get it. Like, Mel Gibson is photogenic, great. Some of the action shots are cool, fine. How the fuck did this get a following? Like, I don't understand this. This is some shit that would be on TV in the 70s into the early 80s at 2 a.m. in the morning that you don't think about afterwards. Because it's not, how does this even get 3 stars on Netflix right now as I'm looking at it? This movie's not that good. It's not, I don't get it. How did this pass? How did this pass? And then I hear Mad Max Fury Road. Oh, such a great movie. Greatest movie ever. Oh, over my chest. Okay, probably, possibly, maybe. How the fuck? Like, I love We Don't Need Another Hero by Tina Turner. But that song really never should have existed, because how the fuck do we get past this? How do we get past this? How do you greenlight more money for this? How do you explain to me how you as an executive say, that shitty movie, give it some more money to do it again and again and again and again and again. How? What? How? The special effects weren't particularly good. I don't get it. The music the music kind of sucked. How? The audio was shitty in places. How the fuck? I don't get it. The acting wasn't great for most of anybody. How the fuck? And not even like really in a cheesy way. How do you get this movie passed to like 8 or 9 different sets of fucking sequels? How? Crikey, mate. That's not a movie. How the fuck? What the fuck, Australia? What the fuck? Mel Gibson, I never should have fallen in love with Lethal Weapon. Because how the fuck okay, him as an actor, you photogenic on camera, right? You can see somebody putting him in something else. But, the fuck? This is dark. This is crap. This movie sucks. This movie fucking sucks. Oh, Jesus. On a scale of $15, Mad Max, the regular, I was going to say Fury Road, because it just goes together now. But on a scale of $15, Mad Max is fucking $3. This shit sucks. Why would you watch it? This movie sucks. This movie sucks. $3. This movie sucks. I'm done with my Seinfeld impression. Party people, tell me how correct I am down there in the comment section. This movie sucks. Jesus Christ, why did I even waste 15 minutes explaining this movie to you? This movie sucks. Don't watch this. I'm kind of mad that I wasted the hour and a half. I'm kind of upset that I wasted the hour and a half. This movie sucks. Now, mind you, that's not necessarily going to stop me from watching the other ones, because I've heard they were great, and, Tina Turner in the Thunderdome, for crying out loud, that seems like an attraction. I also want to know how the fuck we get from really regular old-ass Australia in 1979 to super post-apocalyptic guns and damn near Waterworld on fucking dry land shit. Like, how the fuck did we get that far? Like, this... Get the fuck out of here. This movie sucks. Don't watch it if you don't have to. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. I got a podcast every Thursday with my homeboy Trey. How do we even get here podcast? All the links are in the description. It comes out every Thursday. It's the best thing going. You know it is. I know it is. And I know you know it is. In the meantime, in between time, Jesus Christ. Cheers.
I'm a nice guy, I'm a nice place, with a nice smile on my nice face. Turn it back and I'm making sure my night's straight. And when you're out of town, I'll be making sure your wife's straight.